It's your boy, Wall Dog 23 coming back here again with another vid for the crib. Hey, before this video starts, make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below, tell me what you guys think. Man, if you're new to that channel, hit that subscribe button. If you guys ever want to follow me on social media, it is in my description. You know, go check that out, my IG, you know, my Snapchat. You know, I will follow you guys back or add you back. You know, if you guys ever want to make a donation to my PayPal, it's right there too. I appreciate anything, man. I appreciate the love that I'm getting from you guys. So today, let's get right in. So today, we're going to talk about 3 potential players, in my personal opinion, the Kansas City Chiefs should definitely keep their eye on. It's like a little mock draft. I mean, this is only for the first round. I'm not talking about all the round. I'm just going to talk about the first round. We do have a 32nd pick. And hopefully there's a lot left over because, you know, we gotta sit here and we gotta watch everybody else eat while we gotta get the leftovers. But hey, that don't mean nothing. There's always gonna be good leftovers left. Hey, think about the Chicago Bears missed out on Patrick Mahomes and the rest of them teams. But look where he's at now. It's a lot of star players that can be left over, you know. Well, these players, they're definitely top prospects. I mean, any team can pick them up, but also any team can pass them up as well. So it's guys. Like I mean, I'm going to go ahead and mention them. You know, first off the bat, I'm gonna name my guy Trevon Diggs. He's a cornerback, a guy that we definitely need. Since we're not going to bring back Kendall Fuller or Rashad Breeland, we're definitely going to need a star caliber player. I mean, if he come in, he's going to definitely be a rookie. But why does that matter? Because he could definitely turn into another Marcus Peters type cornerback. And the last time the Kansas City Chiefs drafted a cornerback was when Marcus Peters was a Kansas City Chief. I don't want to talk about that because it makes me mad. Every time I bring up Marcus Peters' name, it makes me mad. Not in a bad way. Well, yeah, in a bad way. Because that is a player that should have never left the Kansas City Chiefs organization. I'll talk about that later on in that video. But Trevon Diggs, man, the guy's a beast. He played for Alabama. We're talking about a cornerback that can actually get the job done. A guy that can actually, he's everywhere on the field. I mean, if you watch him on the film, I mean, the guy he has 8 pass deflections, he has 20 solo tackles, he has 17 assists, and he has 3 interceptions. This guy is definitely a guy that the Kansas City Chiefs need. We definitely need the guy that's going to be in there fighting the passes, take away that ball. A guy that we do not want quarterbacks to keep targeting, you know, a cornerback. You know, we want this guy. Oh yeah, I don't want to throw this guy away. If I throw this guy away, I know for a simple fact it's going to get taken away. I mean, this guy can pretty much do it all. I mean, if you look at this guy's ability, he has crazy abilities. I mean, this guy can actually play a wide receiver, but he can actually play the wide receiver position. This guy has hands. I mean, we need a guy with hands. You know, he's a ball hawk. He will take away that ball if it's thrown to him. And I definitely feel like the Kansas City Chiefs bring him to this organization. I definitely feel like he will be a star, no doubt. I mean, Stefon Diggs, his bigger brother, is definitely a star. I mean, the Diggs definitely have that star potential. Trevon Diggs is next up. If he's still here, that is a guy that it will really make sense for the Kansas City Chiefs to get because, like I said, that is a position that we really need right now because, like I said, with Rashad Breeland leaving and Kendall Fuller leaving, that is a guy that we would want to get. Trevon Diggs, you know. that sounds right. Trevon Diggs, you know, with the rest of the Kansas City Chiefs group, that'll be, hey man, it would be great. You know, like I said, the guys everywhere, the guy is solid. Like I said, if he's still around, that's number 1 guy that I would want to see on the Kansas City Chiefs that we pick up if he's still around on our pick. That's the guy I want. So, but you know, if he happens not to be stick around, you know, happens to get picked up, which most likely it might happen. You know, there's a couple other guys that we definitely need. You know. So another guy that you might want to take into accountability is Christian Fulton. Now, a guy that's from LSU. Yes, the LSU Tigers with Joe Burrow. Them guys want to run, man. But anyway, I know Tyrann Mathieu will be very pleased if we bring a LSU Tiger into the Kansas City Chiefs organization. I know he's over there vouching for players to come to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yes, Christian Fulton, he's a cornerback. This guy right here is another guy that I would definitely want to take into accountability is the simple fact that this guy can get the job done. Now, listen, this guy has 14 pass deflections. 14 pass deflections. Like, come on, bro. He's had his hand on the ball, smacking it away. Now, listen, he could have had more interceptions. He only has one interception, along with 28 solo tackles and 10 assists. But he's still throwing away the ball. You know what I'm saying? This is another guy that you don't want to throw it to. A guy that he can definitely become a ball hawk. Like I said, if he has 14 pass deflections, that means that this guy can definitely get his hands on the ball anytime, any day, and whenever he wants. Now, like I said, this guy is a beast. You know, he's on the LSU Tigers. They have a lot of phenomenal players. I definitely feel like if he comes to the Kansas City Chiefs organization, he will definitely be a great player on this team. He will definitely be a showstopper. You know, look at Juwan Thornhill. You know, the guy. And what was so funny is I talked so highly of Juwan Thornhill, and he came in, and I knew for a simple fact, just by looking at Juwan Thornhill's his film, him coming into the Kansas City Chiefs organization, I knew he would be a great fit. Now look at him. I guarantee you, even though he got hurt earlier in the season, Juwan Thornhill is going to be a lockdown safety, and I promise you that. Juwan Thornhill gonna be a lockdown, and this guy has that potential. He has that championship swagger, like Tyrann Mathieu would say. I guarantee you, if he comes to the Kansas City Chiefs organization, he will definitely be a great player. And he will definitely be a stopper. You know, definitely be a defensive stopper. Yeah. So those are two, like Trayvon Diggs and Christian Fulton, are the top two QBs in my opinion that we should definitely look at, take into consideration if they're still left on the board. Next, now he's not a cornerback. You know, not a defensive line, on a defensive line or nothing like that. He is a linebacker. Now, this guy is definitely making headlines, and if he's still around, we definitely should go ahead and grab him up. You know, I know I keep saying definitely go ahead and grab him up, but we should definitely grab him up. Patrick Queen. Now, I know what you guys are saying, dog, but Patrick Queen is definitely the one that we should definitely get if he's still around, because, I mean, not only that, he's from LSU, has a championship swagger. We haven't had a guy of his kind of ability since Derek Johnson. Now, Anthony Hitchens and Reggie Ragland, he's definitely in the free agency, but he might be back, but who knows. We definitely have a lot of linebackers, but a middle linebacker that can get the job done. I'm talking about a guy who has speed, get back there, who's wrapping up, who is everywhere. This guy had 37 solo tackles, 48 assists, 1 fumble recovery, 3 sacks, and an interception. Dog, this dude is everywhere. Who wouldn't want to have a guy like this? This guy is, if you look at this guy accountability, dog, he could potentially become the next Bobby Wagner. Potentially become the next Bobby Wagner, dog, if you're looking at him. He's everywhere, man. I mean, he's a fierce linebacker, dog. I mean, there's something that we need, a run stopper, you know? Like I said, we have run stoppers, but I'm talking about a guy that has speed and who's everywhere. Who has that, he brings that pressure. You know what I'm saying? We need a guy like him. Patrick Queen is definitely the one the Kansas City Chiefs should get. And I know he's been making some buzz around the Kansas City Chiefs organization. You know, there's been talk about us potentially getting him. But like I said, and I honestly agree with that. I honestly think that Patrick Queen deserves to be on the Kansas City Chiefs organization. Like I said, if we pick him up with the cornerback situation, we should definitely get draft a cornerback, you know, later in the rounds, because we're still gonna have some more round picks. And definitely, and along with that, we should definitely try to get a vet, you know, a vet corner that's in the free agency. You know, try to do that. We can do it that way. But Patrick Queen is definitely a guy that the Kansas City Chiefs would, you know, if he's still around, that we should get. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all these guys. I mean, doesn't matter who it is. Doesn't matter if it's Trayvon Diggs. Doesn't matter if it's Christian Fulton. Doesn't matter if it's Patrick Queen. These are the 3 guys that we definitely should go ahead and get out of my choice in the first round. These are the guys that we should definitely get. You know what I'm saying? And that's just my honest opinion, you know. Trayvon Diggs, Christian Fulton, and Patrick Queen, you know. All these guys bring that intensity. All these guys have that Kansas City Chiefs swagger, and they can definitely play a big role in their positions, you know. That's what I think, you know. If you guys let me know what you think about it, you know. Trayvon Diggs, Christian Fulton, Patrick Queen. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know who fits best in this Chiefs scheme, you know what I'm saying, in the defensive scheme. Yeah, back to what I was saying about Marcus Peters, man. Marcus Peters, I don't really like talking about it because it makes me mad every time I bring it up, because it's like, I feel like the Kansas City Chiefs really didn't looking to give Marcus Peters another chance. We know he had personal issues, but we also was a team. I feel like, you know, as a team, we should also be able to improve as a team. You know, we also should be able to help one another. At the time, I was very disappointed in the Kansas City Chiefs, because I feel like we should definitely have taken that to another manner. That's definitely how we don't, you know what I'm saying? That's definitely not how we handle things. Not just getting rid of players, you know, over that. I can see if he did something major to the team, like, you know, going out, you know, killing somebody or smacking somebody up or doing some crazy stuff. He didn't do any of that. We all know Marcus Peters. We all know how he is, man. You know, and letting him go, I mean, it put a big toll on the Kansas City Chiefs, no lie. You know, and we're gonna always have issues with our corners. You know, if Marcus Peters was here to this day, we would not be having these conversations about grabbing corners or nothing like that. But the only issue that we would have with Marcus Peters will be paying. You know, that's the only issue that that's the only issue that we ever have is paying. You know, because we're so low on salary cap, dog, and it's sad, you know. But that's the only issue we'll have, you know. And if you look at it in the long run, we probably would still got rid of Marcus Peters because of how valued that this guy is. And Marcus Peters, he definitely deserves to be on the Kansas City Chiefs, man. Like I said, it doesn't matter where he goes and where he goes, nothing like that. Just know that he will always be a Kansas City Chief. You know, if you guys do not know that, Marcus Peters, he definitely was drafted by us. We picked him up, and what's so crazy is that he's back in the AFC, and he's on the Ravens. They have like one of the deadliest defenses, you know what I'm saying, in the league. And every time Marcus Peters lines up against us, it's definitely gonna be personal. No matter what, it's gonna be personal, man. And I see that. Right now, Marcus Peters, he's 1-0 against the Kansas City Chiefs. 1-0. I mean, he played with the Rams last year. They got that off. That's a game that shouldn't have won. I mean, we had bad, you know, clock management. You know, some plays that we shouldn't have done. You know, I felt like we were just doing too much at the time. We was fighting too hard to put points on the board. What we really should have did was play it smart, run the clock down, you know, and kick a field goal and possibly win the game. Side up it. But it is what it is because next year we're Super Bowl champion. So who cares? But anyway, like I said, man, I still think about that to this day, man. A guy that we shouldn't have never let go. But anyway, it's about Wild 23 out here. Peace and vibes. I'm coming to love. Tell me what you guys think. Hey, man, welcome to the Dog Squad. If you're new. But yeah, man, I'm out here. Peace and vibes. I'm coming to love. Tell me what you guys think, man. I'm out. Hey.